From Utilities tool palette, we can use Utilities command to manage the installation point for each equipment. The equipment must be numbered before using this command. We can click over Utilities, and now the software asks to select the equipment. I can make a zoom over our cooking area, and I can select position number 06. I remind you that you can also insert the utilities or installation points without select any equipment. In this case, the software, instead of giving the data, the detailed information, the connection information for the equipment, it will permit to insert, for example, electrical plug at wall. In this case, the information related to the installation point will not appear inside the technical legend, inside the schedule. Running the command, at the top we can see the equipment with the technical details. In this case, our equipment has a gas connection, 28 kilowatt, and also natural gas with diameter information. Making a double click over the connection, automatically in the center of the screen, the software will select the type of predisposition gas. And now I can identify for the gas what kind of installation I want to use. We have many installation set, for example, and each installation set has been identified by code and description. G1, for example, G10, G11, and for each of them, you can see the picture that showed the installation method, bidimensional symbol, and three-dimensional symbol. You can change all this information because it doesn't exist a standard all over the world uh, that permit us to manage the installation. And so we have inserted some samples that you can use, but you can also add a new installation set. Otherwise, you can modify the current installation set using your symbol. And if I press the pencil, you can see the detailed information. As you can see, the predisposition type is G for gas, the code G11, selected one, and then description I want to see, for example, inside the label, if I want to insert the label close to the equipment. Then we have a bidimensional symbol, and you can browse and search another symbol, 3D symbol, and installation schema. This is just 2D. There is also an option that permits us to rotate the block, especially for electrical plug, for example, for the 3D object, you need to rotate also when you insert inside the drawing. So I can select the installation method, and I can move it down using the button with the arrow. In this case, the software reads some information from the installation set I have selected, and about power, diameter, and height, it retrieve, and also the type of gas. In this case, it retrieved this information directly from the connection point. If you want, you can change this information, because maybe you want to assign the same installation for many equipment, for more equipment. And otherwise you can leave it. You can open the list and select other values. Every time you type and add new value, the software will add this value to the list, also for the next project. For example, for the height, I can identify 300 millimeters from the floor. Natural gas, and I can choose to insert also the predisposition label. When you press OK button, the software moves your installation set in the list below. And in this case, if our equipment has many more connection, for example, electrical connection or drainage, we can also create the installation set and move it down directly before inserting inside our drawing. Now we can press OK button, and as you can see, it turns on all the connection point, the equipment connection point. And now I just have to identify the position, so the insertion point for the installation. I can insert the installation point, for example, at wall. So one click to insert, and then I don't need to rotate this symbol because this symbol was not rotatable. And now I just have to insert the label and create a leader to join the label with the symbol. Now the software asks me if I want to save these settings for next project, for next time. In this case, I just have to add a description. For example, or solid wall. It will permit me next time in another drawing where I will insert the same equipment, and when I run utilities command again and I select the same item, same model, instead of moving to new predisposition to create a new installation set, it moves into installation sets, the installation sets already saved. As you can see here, we have 4 gas burner installed at wall. The installation set we have created. If I want to reinsert, I just have to select and confirm. The software will ask if I want to maintain also the coordinates for the insertion point of the symbol. I can choose yes, otherwise I can reset the coordinates in order to choose another insertion point. In this way, I have all the data, so I don't need to identify again the same information for this kind of installation.